is Live,
Love, and Loss.
I'm your host, Katrina Madewell.
And Jason McIntosh here.
And we're back for another exciting episode.
Oh, man. I don't know if we can top the last one.
This is a pretty good segue.
I think so.
From the last one, I think.
I believe so.
So red flags, green lights, and gut instincts. We're going to talk about dating diaries. Are you
Very
excited
provocative.
About that?
Very provocative.
This is going to be way more you than me because I haven't had that many dates.
Controversial, some may say. No, I think you've got a lot of content in this arena so far. Go ahead.
All right. So I guess we think it's the last episode where it was a little
got off the rails a little bit.
It was not the intention.
Off the crazy train.
I'm going to have to go back and re-listen to see where that
Rest in power, Ozzy. Little tribute to
Yes.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes,
Speaking of loss.
There's a couple of those. Hulk Hogan.
I mean, Ozzy for
ones.
me resonates because, at 51 years old, as long as I've been alive, Ozzy has. And so Ozzy, it's pretty cool to see. He's touched so many people. Mm-hmm. But what people don't realize is he was a family man more than he was this wild, crazy rock star.
Did you see any of the photos? I was looking at some of the photos of Sharon Osbourne. And
she's
you can
a mess.
just see the look at. She has that widow
She's
look.
lost.
Just that
She's lost.
We've been there.
They've been together for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, her entire existence.
Yeah.
So actually, the story is that her father was the manager of Black Sabbath. So that's how she met. And then And
he didn't want her to date him, right?
No.
That's what I thought.
And that band was kind of being taken advantage of a little bit financially because it was almost like the Elvis story, right? A little bit. So obviously they made it big. They're making a lot of money. And so he had control of their money and, wasn't giving too much.
She's smart, though.
She's smart. She became his manager years later. But what's cool is if you really stop and think about it, there was decades ago, probably back when we were still younger in high school, there was what's called Lollapalooza. Remember those? Mm-hmm. And so that's kind of when
90s.
That's kind of when metal went dead, right? So when you had Nirvana come out and you had Stone Temple Pilots and the whole grunge movement,
right in the middle
metal
of the 90s.
one day and then dead the next. Mm-hmm. So what happened was there was these festivals, Lollapalooza, and so Ozzy wanted to kind of join, and they said, "No, you're not relevant," right? And it
that probably
pissed
hurt
off Sharon, and she's screw you all, and that's when Ozfest was born. Right. And so they single-handedly are responsible for the resurgence of everyone else's career. So they're out touring, selling out arenas these days. They made them relevant again just based upon the Ozfest. Is that cool or what? So the millions of people that they have affected, and just even people's livelihood. I mean, it's really pretty amazing. So he is an amazing man. Love him or hate him, he's an amazing man.
I saw on his last show they had actually wheeled him out. I don't know if you saw that.
Of course, I saw that. Yeah, I mean, it was very sad.
Yeah, it is. But it's awesome that he was still performing, even though he couldn't walk out stage. I thought it was amazing.
So what we're seeing is very fitting to our first few episodes. We are seeing them with their stages of grief unfold right in front of us. Yeah. Right.
Which it was 2 episodes that we covered that.
But I think what's cool is just the overwhelming support that they're getting. We talked about that too from friends, but I think that's got to be a little bit comforting too.
Yeah.
This the support that
yes and no. I would imagine it's probably overwhelming. Yeah. It has to be very overwhelming to Sharon and her family.
Yeah. Well, but here's the thing. They know, because Sharon will tell you, he lived for the music. Right. So they know that they shared their life with the public. Right. Yeah. One cool thing, too, that I read is they had this private funeral. No cameras, no recordings, nothing. But so Sir Elton John was there. Right. Wow. And so, he comes up, piano's there. He writes a song like right there on the spot. They gave him like 10 minutes. He writes this song right there on the piano. And then, there obviously no clap, no this and that, but just the first sentence in, everyone's in tears, right?
I'm sure.
Something about even the rolling thunder needs a place to rest or something like that, And it was just like chill bumps, it was just very moving. And so you had like people there like Marilyn Manson, James Hetfield, all of Black Sabbath, some others too that you would recognize and not a dry eye in the house. So, that's moving for sure.
It's the the widow journey is one that you probably can't understand unless you've been there.
Widower. Yeah. So that's what we said in the very beginning of the show. This is for people who are currently experiencing what we both have.
Or someone that has, you could share the show.
Yeah. I mean, only people that have lived through it can really resonate. They don't understand that journey.
Yeah.
Right. And so, much like yourself, Sharon, I mean, 30 years for you, but for her, gosh, I mean, that was probably 60 years.
Yeah. Longer than I've been alive, longer than you've been alive.
Yeah. It's insane when you stop and think about it. So prayers out to her.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, for sure. Because we've been there. She'll be in that widow fog for a minute. Yep. She will be.
She sure will.
So picking back up where we left off.
I'm scared.
A little bit. We're not going to go crazy. We're going to slow down.
All aboard.
The crazy train. There you go.
Train.
That's your cue.
So red flags, green lights, and gut instincts.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's talk about the last episode, right? So that was a red flag for me. The whole partying all night, doing the blow. I'm like, yeah, peace out. I don't live this life.
Yeah.
So.
Well, especially in what we do. I mean, you have to have your wits about you. And when you get to be our age, one night out, it takes almost a week or so to recover from one night out.
That was not the story that was going on.
It always starts out like a good idea. And then the next day, it's like, when you don't participate, I'm just talking about drinking, not other stuff. You just, when you wake up, just yourself and feeling great and have the whole day in front of you. That's it.
I don't know did we talk about the whole kid thing after that or no?
What, somebody walked in on somebody or
something?
Yeah,
Gosh,
there was swimsuits, trail swimsuits to the pool.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
this was her story. I didn't tell.
So the next day it was
just along for the ride.
It was the 2-hour conversation with my son. Did I tell you about that?
Yes,
Did we talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay. And the details
where the children become the parents and the parent becomes the child. You're grounded, mother.
So anyway,
how's that feel, by the way?
To be grounded?
Yeah, just to be. It's a role reversal.
It feels like I put a contract on a place that's all my own. That's a 1-bedroom. That's what it feels like.
Oh, is that what you said? You were saying you were going to do it. You did it.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. I did it. I don't know if I'm going to close on it yet. I'm still in the discovery due diligence stage. But
the old stabbing gabbing. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. That was well, technically, but go ahead.
Well, that's what everyone's asking. Is this a love shack? I'm like,
the love shack.
You guys, really? No. Like, this is like a Katrina by myself.
Yeah.
Shack.
I feel you. It's a he shed. She shack.
We have some guests like watching us in the studio today that know the thing.
You want to introduce them? We won't put them on video because they're nice and shy. But
Nicole and her other half, they contracted on the condo across the hall. There's only 3 units on the lower level.
Oh, these are neighbors.
And nice. I've known them, friends, past clients, all of it.
Okay.
And essentially, I wasn't even looking for a condo or a place. I was out looking with them, and I said, "This is a really great place."
So whereabouts are you guys?
I said, if you don't buy it, I probably will. And then I said, all right, I'm going to wait till you guys do everything you're going to do, and I'm going to think about it in that time. And it was still available.
Okay.
So once they got done and we finished negotiating their deal and they were closing Monday, I put a contract on it Friday.
Yeah.
So I've done my inspections. There's a whole host of stuff that has to be dealt with there. We're still in negotiation, so I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Not on the next show, but 4 shows later. If I
tell me about the amenities. Is there like a rooftop? Is there like a pool? Is there like
there's a pool? It's right on Bayshore.
A pool, a sauna.
Bayshore and Howard, so it's like Hyde Park's right there.
Yeah. Okay, I gotcha.
It's a good location, and it's better when you know the neighbor across the hall.
That's even better. Cool. Yep.
Definitely. So we can see some Gasparilla parties in our future.
Oh man, right there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you can crawl home.
Yes.
Well, I live off of Bayshore and let's see.
A little further south.
McDill. That's where I'm at. So Inner Bay's right there. You know the little green store right there, the green meat marketplace, International Meat Marketplace. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they live down there.
There's a Dutch Brothers that just opened up down the street. You guys heard of that yet? So my daughter had to turn.
Right?
Oh yeah, they got everything. They have like it blows Starbucks out of the water. And they have all these energy drinks.
People
and
have
shakes.
been talking about
that. Go try it. I mean, it's got like hundreds of options. You go if you're indecisive, forget about it. You better go to your phone first because you'll be there for an hour. I mean, there's lots of options. Lots of options.
All right, so we'll talk about the red flags, the green lights, and the gut instincts.
Kind of like the dating world. Lots of options.
So real world stories. Let's talk about some stuff. So I told you about that. That was not somebody I met on the dating apps. There have been some that I met.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys about the post that I did? I went out with some of my crew people a couple weeks ago. And they rented a couple boats. We took out a boat. It was me and only the girls. There were supposed to be some other people on our boat, but it was just me and my 2 girls.
Boats and hoes, okay.
No, my daughters you're talking about here, Jason. You have 2 daughters.
Oh,
Don't
shoot.
jack
I
with
didn't know.
me.
You didn't say the daughters part. Sorry.
My daughters.
Oh, okay.
So I brought them back. Jeez, Racy, this is how it all goes down south, real quick.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I took them back to the ramp.
Catalina wine mixer.
They went off their way, and then I came back, and you know how the tides move in and out. So the tide had moved a little bit. I had to park the boat further out, drop the anchor. There was another boat right here. Wasn't paying much attention to it, and then I swam up to my friends in the other boats. They were there about an hour. Had to return their boats because it was rented.
Yeah.
And did I tell you any of this on the story?
No, I don't remember this
or no?
at all.
Okay.
None.
Okay. So basically, they dropped me off at the boat and realized the boat next to me is a guy by himself. So here are
What's he doing?
My crew people are trying to like literally put me on a date on the water, and I'm like, stop it, you guys. So of course I have to sit out there and talk to him for a few. So I do it. It turns out
Something tells me he planned that. He knew.
No, he was there first, and I wasn't.
Okay.
I was just parking by them. It's just the way it worked out. But so his name was Ken.
Okay. Ken.
So I had to tell him my Ken joke.
Like a Ken doll?
Do you want to hear it? Yeah, like a
go
Ken
ahead.
doll.
Okay.
How come Barbie didn't get pregnant?
Because he Ken
Ken came in the box.
Ken came in. Oh, Ken came in the box.
Give me a chance.
Man, I knew that. I could have.
You had the pun line? Darn. All right.
Okay.
So his name could have been Joe, but it had to be Ken.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you had to do it. How do you like? Did you hear that one before?
I don't know. I know he just laughed. And we talked for a little bit. Then he left, went fishing. I hung out on the boat by myself for a while. Then I came back. My friends went to Captain Jack's, and I was going to go catch up with them, but I was too late. They were gone. But anyway, I guess he was behind me coming in, and I didn't know, and he was texting me, and then the text went through.
Wait a second. Ken?
Yeah.
Oh, you exchanged numbers. You skipped past that part.
Exchange numbers. Yeah. It wasn't. It's like,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah. Okay. We must have liked the joke.
All of them were fizzle and flop pretty quick, I feel like.
Fizzle and flop. Well, because you got to play the game a little bit. You just got. I told you, you got to have fun.
That's the plan.
Quit being so picky. And you may be pickier after the last guy we talked about. You gave him another shot. But
That was not. No, I did not. He asked me out Monday, and I told him no. I had a date, and I did have a date.
no, this is the one that picked up a entertainer and brought her home.
Do what?
Yeah, this is the same guy. The date that went silent, and then you found out he was out with someone else, and they were somewhere they shouldn't be. Right?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You do. Okay. The
You
whole
had
story.
one friend,
Yes.
like warning you about this one guy.
Am I mixing them up? What are you talking? Oh,
No,
yeah.
yeah.
DJ?
No, but you
No?
brought him up. But the guy, the date,
Yeah.
and then he met DJ, your friend.
Yeah. And then they started hanging out, partying, doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, but remember he went silent for a little bit, and you found out that he was off trolloping with.
No, I don't think he was. I think he was just like at strip clubs and stuff. But I already told you I disconnected from that
Okay.
situation.
Okay, gotcha.
And then now that I told him, he asked me out Monday, and I said no. I had a date, and I did. Now he's been hanging out with some other girl, and I was like, oh, good. He won't
Good.
be focused on me.
There you go. That worked.
Yeah. So it worked out good.
Okay. So bachelor number 2, Ken. That's the.
No, he's already gone too.
Oh wow. Well, how'd that happen so fast?
No, it's not.
I mean, this is like week
He's
to
in the
week.
middle of a divorce anyway.
Who's next week? Who's on deck next week?
Stop it.
I mean, literally, we were just talking about another guy last week. So, man,
So I went on a date with another guy Monday.
Yeah.
And he was a nice guy, good connection. Went to kiss me, and I didn't kiss him. And he goes, "Oh, it's going to be like that." And I said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I said, but I tell these guys.
And where'd you meet this one?
I tell these
Number
guys he was
14?
Hinge. He was Hinge. I told him.
Hinge.
I tell him before I go out with him, I'm not easy, so don't expect anything. I tell him I do.
Yeah. I'm very difficult.
Katrina every week.
Hard
man.
nut to crack. Yeah. And, well, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. Hey, she's bringing sexy back. A lot of lost time to make up for.
Stop it.
It's your show. I mean, you named it and everything. So
No, this was technically chat.
now let me ask you a
GPT. I
question.
just
So
grabbed
you're
what I
talking
liked.
about red flags. I mean, what about on the other side of the table? Do you think they got any red flags going
With
on?
me?
Yeah.
I don't care.
I know. That's what I love about you. You know, we talked
Say,
about
I don't give a F
in
on,
many episodes. It's almost like you got to date yourself first before you start dating. You know, because you got to examine yourself. Would I date myself? Right? That's what you really got to stop and think about.
So,
you know, I try to be a lot more conscious of that. You know.
So I'll tell you,
This one's free spirit. I mean, she's letting the freak flag fly.
well, I want to tell you. Stop it.
Okay, I'll stop. I'll digress.
Oh, the sound effects. Right now. Can't
Was
with
that a
you guys.
cougar? What was that? Okay. Yeah.
I was going to tell you something.
I think we got a whole new audience now. We started out with just,
It's not
this
the
nice
plan.
conservative audience, looking for some help. And here we are here.
All right, so I'm part of this page that is McNaughton and the sandbar. Have you been out in the water, like in that area? So if you put in
Beer
like
Can Island?
no, it's north.
Okay. Bless you.
It's north. Thank you. So if you go like further north, there's McNaughton Key out there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then-
That's
and there's a
not how I
sandbar. A
thought
lot
it
of
was pronounced. But go
people
ahead.
hang out. Yeah, it's McNaughton. Anyway, there's a Facebook page, and I went on there, and the whole thing sparked because Ken left, and I was on the boat by myself. So I thought, well, nobody really wants to go on the boat by themselves, right? For obvious reasons, in
Yeah.
case something happens, you want somebody by you. If you go to the sandbar, you're all right.
Yeah.
So I messaged in there with the picture that my friends from the other crew had taken. One of my friends grabbed a really great photo of me on the boat, and so I posted it. And so it got a little attention, not quite what I was looking for, but I just asked if there was like a group of singles that went to McNaughton and wanted to
Why
like
did it
catch
get
up.
the attention? I mean, was there
Daddy, chill.
something exposed or what happened?
Well, I
to
was in my
some-
suit, so maybe.
Okay, there you go. Just wondering. It's like that Christmas card we have in a wardrobe slip accidentally or something, like pulled a Janet Jackson or something. I don't know. Just, I got a lot of attention.
Anyway.
Okay, just wondering.
So people were commenting,
Put it all out there.
People were commenting saying stuff like, "No, I don't have a boat, but I'll swim out." Other people were like, "I'll paddleboard out." I thought, "Oh man!"
Yeah.
I opened Pandora's box with this post. It was not
Literally.
my intention. So the next thing you know, I start getting messages from people, like direct messages.
DMs.
There-
just
there's a-
sliding into your DMs.
Yes, there's
now.
a point to the story, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So I told you that when people message me and if we're chatting back and forth, I always get their number first because I check
Yeah.
them out and I can tell if it's a real number or not. So I get this one guy's number. I put it in. It's a spoof number. And I'm like, try again, buddy. What's your real number? Right.
Yeah.
So I totally call him out on it. And he was like, "Oh, I don't give out my number." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." Like, and normally at that point, I'd be like, block, delete, whatever. But for whatever reason, I kept chatting with this guy and he gave me a whole new perspective, which is why I'm sharing.
Okay.
So apparently he has a high position at a big corporation and had
Fair enough. Yeah. So
had a crazy girl that was like,
trying to keep it discreet.
well, there was somebody
know.
I guess that like
He had a stalker.
put him out there.
basically.
It was a whole situation, I guess, and it potentially caused some issues with his job. Hence the alternate profile.
We
And
talked about that because you're very quick to judge, and there's usually sometimes a backstory. So
well, so that's what I'm saying. Like, cause
Yeah.
I got a different perspective on it because he was like, "Why are you giving out your real number?" And I thought about it. I'm like, that's a
very
a
good point.
question,
To a
sir.
total
Like,
stranger.
I probably should have thought about that.
Yeah.
And I didn't. So, that's
Yep.
what happens when you're with somebody for 30 years and you're trying to figure out how to date in 2025. You're like,
a
this probably
whole
wasn't a good
new
idea.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
And so I'm like, I start thinking about how public and forward facing my profile is. And I'm like, it might not be a bad idea to get an alternate profile. I'm just saying.
Maybe a disguise.
Yeah. So that it was an alternate profile. And I kind of called him out on it real quick. And I don't think he was expecting it. And yeah.
Does your profile have your real name or just like K or?
No, it has my real name. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Might
I
want
probably
to change that too.
To what?
Just go Cat. Sounds a little provocative. K-A-T. Meow.
Then people are going to call me Cat. I
Yeah.
didn't hear that,
I'm
but
Cat.
I'm sure there's something.
Right, meow. But they're gonna call you what? They don't call you that anyway. Cat.
No, I said if I change my name to Cat on my social profiles, then people are going to call me Cat.
Yeah.
I don't
Go
want to be
back-
called Cat.
Go back, Kitty.
No,
Kitty.
that
Kit.
sounds terrible.
Kit.
No,
No.
that is just too close to the Wedding Crashers. You can call me Kitty Cat.
Kitty cat. Kitty cat.
No.
I gotta go back and rewatch that. Okay, so
All right, so Jason's dating someone right now,
No.
sorta. She's Ubering him around.
No,
You've
that's
been
not
spending the
true.
night at her house.
I don't know what you're talking about. What? That was your last co-host.
Just give me the green lights. What's the green lights for you?
What's green lights for me?
Yeah, what was some of the green lights that led to your
In general.
your friendship? Yeah.
In general, everybody wants to be heard, right? So everyone wants to be seen. So when you are like high production, high energy, you don't really know, fiction from fantasy, what's real, what's not. You got a target on your back, so it's very difficult when you're high profile, right? And not just that, but there's lines you can't cross, right? So for me, we talked about that
Well,
before.
some people cross them anyway.
No, but we talked about that before, right? So I don't cross any lines. If anything, I have to be pursued, right? Because in this day and age, I'm never going to put myself in that position.
Right.
Never, ever,
We
ever.
did talk about that.
But we also talked about, okay, where do you go to meet people? I've yet to do the
Grocery cart bumping.
I won't do it. Refuse to.
What? You said you were going to do it.
And I shop at Walmart anyways.
Wait.
It's a whole nother. That's like a.
You don't want one
episode.
of the girls at Walmart, not the people at Walmart. The girls
That's
at Walmart.
literally bumping uglies. Literally.
You just go to Walmart at the wrong time. You gotta go to Walmart at the right time.
But don't misconstrue.
We have
any
to
of
go
this
to
and
Publix for the shenanigans.
We can do that. Dating via shopping cart.
You have to do the shopping cart thing. We talked about it on the show. You can't not do it.
I'm down for it.
And you have to be open for a date. If I bump into,
Okay. I've said, listen, you have to go, you have to just get it out of your system. You're going to have train wrecks. You're going to have bad dates. You could be excited, but it's all in the chemistry in the first probably 5 minutes, I think, And so that's the thing. I think you figure it out in 5 minutes. I really do. No? Yes?
I don't think I do.
You don't?
I do. I don't figure it out in 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm talking about just conversationally. Interesting.
I don't think so.
Interesting. So, and
We have two other women in the studio, and they're both shaking their head now.
Tell me more. I want to know because I don't know if men are more primal in nature.
Yes, I think they are.
And I don't mean because I'm not talking even physically. I'm talking about intellectually stimulating. Talking about substance. I'm talking about not being bored out of my mind. I'm talking about actually having a personality. I'm not being rude. Not being if I can't talk.
Why are you pointing at me?
I'm not talking. No, I'm just. I use my hands a lot. Right.
Not being
Help
rude.
me out here. Am I not making sense?
No, you are. No, the intellectual stimulation is a big part, and that lacks a lot of people in the single world today.
Come on. Having control of your emotions is a big, big deal.
Yeah.
And so that is a red flag for me when someone does not, because I've been around toxicity and I won't.
All right, so tell a story.
Tell a story?
Yeah, give me an idea what you're saying.
Well,
I can't relate to that, remember, because we've talked about this. I'm like the female in the dude body.
Okay, so
I got that backwards.
I think we had this conversation maybe on air. You got to pursue more. Well,
women or men?
Yeah, no, you said that to me.
Oh, yeah.
Right, but I don't think that you go out and meet someone at a bar, but that's maybe where you're forced to do it. And online dating is terrible, right? It's a facade. It's all BS. It's not real. No knock to the people that found their partner on. It might work for some, but for most it does not.
It's like that rare little, you might have a cross chance, but it's probably not.
Yeah, I think it's harder for the fellas, online dating than it is perhaps for.
How? Because
I don't know if you tell me, do you have like a Prince of England like trying to proclaim their love for you? And if it on a scale of 1 to 10 they're 12, it's probably fake, so.
Well, yeah, we talked about that, but
so there are a lot of women out there trying to take men's money, online with fake profiles. Does that happen on the female side?
I don't know. One of our shows was supposed to be exchange our phones and that we go through each other's
I deleted
hands.
them
Remember?
all, not on any
you
of them.
did?
Yeah.
You ruined one of our shows.
You
better turn it back on. That's not fair. We talked about this.
It's just
you didn't want me to see stuff. That's why you deleted it.
No, there's nothing to see. I literally did not go on any online dating.
You bullshit.
Page.
You were on Hinge because you came up as a match. Remember, I texted you and I'm like, oh, absolutely not.
I didn't. Why?
No real estate people.
I know, but I never had a date off Hinge like you have. You've been unhinged apparently. So me
we're going here.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't go on one date from Hinge.
No, but remember we were going to talk about like the profiles and not share them.
Oh, you're going to give me advice and stuff. And
just like in general. Remember we said I wanted to see what the guys see, like from your perspective, and vice versa. You're like, I want to see what the women see.
I'll let you see it. Whatever you want to see.
Well, you got to put it back on.
You show me mine, I'll show you yours. No, that didn't come out right. It's the opposite of that.
It'll be video. You'll be able to see it. It won't be X-rated.
We'll put it side by side.
No, we can't show the people's
Can we read
profile.
the messages too? Huh?
We can't show the people's profile.
Ours.
Oh, yeah.
Ours, yeah.
Oh, yeah, please do.
That would be juicy.
Yours is crazy looking.
I don't know why. I thought it was pretty good.
It is.
It is good.
All right, so gut instincts. Gut instincts. How do you know like when you're in the wrong room?
Well, I figured out quick. We had some audience members shaking their head. No, I don't do because you have
what about before?
Well, hold on. You
have
have to have some sort of physical attraction just to even be there, correct? Especially if it's an online thing, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's an online thing, she's really ugly. I want to meet her, right? So same for a woman. He's really yucky. I want to meet him now.
The problem for me is
you got to have some sort of physical. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. Got 12 heads. But you got to have. I mean, what place?
Sometimes I
have
start
something.
Sometimes I start from the chest up, and that's not really fair. I should start from the face down. But you guys do that too. You guys start from the chest up.
No,
don't act like
I'm an
you
ass
don't.
man.
Okay, well you start
I
from
don't
the
think
back
some of
up.
us ever leave the chest. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the eyes. I'm a sucker for a neck too.
So you start in the face?
No, I start at the feet. Boom and up.
You can't see their feet on Hinge.
Sometimes. I look for the foot photo. No.
All right.
Oh boy. Okay, that's another show. Okay, let's go back.
If we looked at his bank statements, it would say OnlyFans like every other debit.
Oh no, never.
Or clearly Feet Finder.
Yeah. No. No.
All right. So
why settle for that when you can have the real thing? You just go out in the world.
dig on those feet.
Dig on those feet. That's right.
All right. So what kind of what kind of feet are you looking for?
Oh my God. Okay.
I want to know.
Well,
like
they can't be jacked up.
What's a good foot from a bad foot? What's a jacked up foot?
I think you know. I think everybody knows.
No, I don't.
And I think most of the people wearing the, exposing them, that should be a ticket right there. That should be like a public indecency.
So I'm gonna take off my feet. Zoom in, Rob.
Right?
Would you if you're looking at my feet? Would you?
They're pretty.
You would pursue me based on my feet.
They'd end
so
up
what is
somewhere.
it? Is it because my second toe isn't longer?
Yeah.
Is it because I don't have bunions?
manicured,
Are they
everything
small?
else.
Like what is it?
Yeah, I mean they're on a scale 1 to 10. I mean you're over 7.
Oh,
So you're good.
all right.
Yeah.
What's a 10 foot look like?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
I'm still looking for it.
Oh, got it. That's why we're still
It's
single.
like,
I understand.
What was that story tell? Cinderella? Is that it? With the shoe?
Yes.
Okay. Still looking for it.
Dang, I had a Cinderella joke too, and I forgot it.
Okay. So, keep going.
All right. So the gut instincts, right? You're chatting with someone. You haven't agreed to meet.
I don't think I'm alone here. I think that so you might be amped and hyped about the way someone physically looks and you're attracted physically. Then the second they sit down and start talking, they go from a 10 to
all
a 2
bets are off.
fast.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
That's an immediate disconnect for most women,
no,
for
I
sure.
mean, because it's just like, the lesser attractive person with a better personality becomes a 10 in my book, right? So it's not. It's really chemistry has everything to do with it.
So you think like a woman in that respect.
I really
I'm
do.
just going to
well,
tell
I'm 51.
you.
I'm old fashioned, so.
But that, I think what you just said is kind of how a lot of women are. Like women are, you don't have to be a 10 in looks, but if you're amazing and you're fun to talk to and you're fun to be around, you can just be attractive.
And I would think that emotional intelligence is huge because, again, that's a red flag for me. And I've been suckered into that.
What if there's stuff like rattling around and they can't hold a conversation?
I've overlooked some of that where the emotional intelligence, when you're not in control of your emotions and every day's a bad day and you don't have good days. And we all do have bad days, but you can't just always be a victim, right? So sometimes, there's always going to be problems. Even when you've solved some, there's more around the corner.
So when does that stuff start showing up? Like you're dating, you're jiving, you feel like the conversation's good, you like the way she looks.
If you look back, it started from day one. You just were overlooking it,
you ignored
right?
it.
To where it becomes more triggering, when you learn from that. You learn from that, and next time around, you're looking for that a little earlier on, I would think. Because if it's exposed that early on, it's not like it's going to get any better. And you're not really going to change anybody. I mean, they can change, they might go from Catholic to Christian. They may go from a Democrat to Republican. They may, somewhat sway in some of their core values. But crazy is always crazy. I'm just saying.
Isn't that most of the single people right now in 2025?
No, I think normal's the new crazy. To be honest with you, I said this to someone the other day. If you're normal, you're crazy because it seems like this day and age, it's way different than when we grew up, right?
Oh yeah.
I think crazy is more front and center stage now, and I think a lot of it has to do with technology and the Instagram, the social media. We didn't have that back when we grew up. I didn't have my cell phone until I was 23 years old.
You had to
we
talk
didn't have
to
text
people.
messages. We didn't have social profiles.
You had to talk to people.
You did. You had to wait by the phone. You had the long cord, the curly cord, and you went out on the deck where no one could see you or listen to your phone conversation. Right?
So have you...
You wait around for the girl that you like to call you or you had to call them, or vice versa.
Have you? So being single.
You had to do the and one of those too.
All right, stop talking. I'm trying to ask you a
Okay,
question.
go.
How old were you when you met Helena?
I was 23.
Okay.
Yes.
And how long did you guys date before you got married?
Good question. We actually had a child before we got married. So we got married and well, this might sound terrible, but we got married, I believe, I want to say it was in 2006. So we got married a few years before she passed, but we were together for 15 years.
So, wow, that's a long time.
What did I say? We met in, what year did I say we met?
I don't remember.
Or did I? We met in 97 and she passed in, maybe it was 12 years. She passed in 2008.
So walk me through that. Like, walk me through who the single Jason was at 23 when you met Helena. How did you meet her? What was that like? Because I've been thinking about this a lot lately with Chris, and then I'll share.
We were just friends, so we didn't like date. We just hung out. We were friends, right? So, like I was living with someone, not a male roommate, right? So not in a relationship.
Thanks for clarifying that one.
Yeah, and then so. It didn't work out, so I had to leave there. Needed a place to stay, so stayed with her. We're just friends, and then obviously when you're staying, living with someone, other things happen, and then
got a little spicy.
Got a little spicy maybe from time to time, and then
you just never moved out. Is that how it went down?
Never moved out, but then same thing happened with the place she was at, so we went and got a place together. Right. And so
how long into that situationship did you decide, hey, I think we actually want to date and we like each other?
Well, if you remember, my son that passed away in 2018, Dennis,
came with Helena.
23. So he was 1 year old when we started dating. Right. And so the last time he had really saw his father while his mother was still alive was on his second birthday. Right. So when he came and picked him up for the second birthday, I was around more than he was. Right. So I remember her saying to the mother, "Is that my daddy or is that my daddy?" Right? He didn't hear it, right? So, and he picked him up, brought him back. That was the last day that he saw him till after my wife passed, right? So, and I told this story where eventually he found out I wasn't his biological father. His grandmother told him before he passed. And so he did, unbeknownst to me, go meet him and then, come back. And so I knew that he did that. He knew that I knew he did that. But we never really had to have the conversation. So he never stopped calling me dad. Mm-hmm. I never stopped calling him son because obviously it was probably a big disappointment. But he got out of his system, and I was even more his dad, right? Because, I was his father, raised him. He had my last name. So he is my son.
That story
tells
a lot about you, even right now at 51, being single.
Yep. Okay.
So that was your relationship, and you didn't get married for a long time. That's a really long time.
Yeah, no, it was.
How did you date for so long and not get married?
I don't know.
And how did you actually get married? Like, what did you think it was a good idea to propose to her? Was there pressure? Like, what was that?
Well, she was Polish, very Polish. I've said that before. Do you ladies know any Polish women? You do? Or they're very loud and opinionated and rule the roost, basically. Yep. And maybe you know why Polish men are drunk at breakfast vodka. Hey, Polish women are strong and powerful and mighty, so let's not get it twisted. So she
bulldozed you into it? She
no.
Said, she's like, you got the milk for free long enough?
I am an alpha male. I'm an Aries. I'm alpha male, and she definitely tamed the tiger, right? But great mother, great person, great friend, but it had ups and downs, right? It had some ups and downs. So, and maybe there was a little bit of a commitment thing for me, because
that's what I was thinking.
Not the commitment thing. It's the okay.
Well, it is a commitment for the rest of your life when you're getting married. That's what you're saying.
There was a little bit of a psychological abuse thing going on, right? Okay. So it was great at times, and at times it wasn't so great. So there was a period of time where I moved out. Right, for a little bit because it was getting bad.
This was before you were married?
Yeah, definitely before I was married, and before Ella, my oldest, was born, who's now oldest, my youngest, who's now 17, and so obviously we got back together, and my youngest daughter's here today because of it. But there was a moment there where it was like that may be why it took a little longer.
Yeah.
But
well, it's never perfect. Like even when you're getting married, it doesn't make any of that
she
go away.
realized that before she passed. She apologized, because she knew it was
she
pretty
could be mean,
physically mean. Like when I say physically, verbally, and physically. Yep, absolutely. So, so there's that.
Your remote's flying across the room.
Yeah, and that's hard. I mean, I'm a large man, so that's hard to
take
like.
it.
If a grown man spoke to me that way, I mean, they wouldn't look so good.
Yeah.
So it came on. So there's that, but that just goes to show you. It goes to show you, like, no relationship is perfect.
No, none of them
and
are.
on the outside, if it looks too perfect, it's probably even more damage behind the scenes.
And I think that's probably.
But she was a great, funny as hell, great person. There was just a little bit of that, and she knew it, and she made peace with it, forgave her, and not that I was perfect, but I kind of was, right? So
you think you're perfect?
No, listen,
you definitely are not.
Listen, I couldn't even go out and have one drink with the guys without my freaking.
Well, I don't. That's where I don't know. I'm like a guy. I'm like we should have our own space and do our own thing.
I'm with you.
You gotta have that trust. I know. And my husband was kind of that way too. I think I told you
only
that.
My space was a profile, and that was after.
As a matter of fact, that was some of our biggest fights when he would try to control me. And,
smothering is too smothering.
Yeah, and I would freak out and be like, and it was weird because we were together for so long. He knew that tipping point.
Yeah.
He knew that like if you pushed me, I wasn't going to come back. So don't do it.
But the ironic thing is, she had her space and her time, and we talked about that before, where she didn't work, so I always thought she had it easy, and then until she was gone, you don't know what you got until it's gone, and then the laundry doesn't do itself, the house isn't clean, but it doesn't clean itself. I know that now to this day.
Yeah.
All of that stuff that you take for granted, now it's the reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah.
So I think 2 thoughts on this whole thing. 2025, there's a lot of people that are single and have never been married. I think that's pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why a lot of people
50 to 60% of marriages end in divorce.
Yeah. So a lot of reasons why I think people are still single, and that the high divorce rate is because A, people probably don't know each other well enough before they get married, and B, they don't understand this is a commitment for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. So you're going to have good days and bad days, and people are not. They're not married to the commitment that they just made to each other. Yes, you're marrying a person, but you are making a commitment that you'll figure it out together because you both equally want to be married to each other. And I think that's why Chris and I were married so long. And that's why we were together for so long. And we dated for almost 5 years.
And you guys were an anomaly based upon the stats, but we talked about the other thing too. And talking about online dating, then talking about something that's been around since the Bible, right? So, and, I kind of hinted around where eventually one day, I'm going to launch this new venture, and it's really matchmaking, right? And so what matchmaking is, it's the opposite of online dating. So matchmaking is basically the reason why there's so much failure out there in relationships. They should not be in this relationship to begin with. It's doomed to. It is supposed to fail because the core values do not line up, right? So there's opposites can attract. Do they stay together? Well, it depends on what you want and what your core values are, right?
So that's a good point, because Chris and I were polar opposites, but our core values were the same.
That's it. So you can have different beliefs and you can have different tolerances and compromises, but some people will not compromise nothing.
Same Christian background, although mine was different. Like his mom was French Orthodox Catholic, right? And then my family was like everything from Southern Baptist to Jewish. So that was a weird mix from the beginning. But we said, okay, a Methodist church is a good place for us to get married. And that's what we did. And we so religion, we agreed on politics. So those were kind of some big things. Yeah. And our family, the way we'd raise our family, those were all big things.
That's a big one.
And so everything else we were probably very opposite on, but the core values were super strong. They were definitely in alignment.
Well, and even down to what people will tolerate, right? And so what you want in a partner. So it's almost like we outsource a lot of things in life, and going back to the busy professional, or just whether it's male or female, where do you go to meet somebody, right? So what if you outsource that? Because think about it. Yeah. You got your home, you got your car, the 2 biggest ticket items that you will sell, but there's more people in the market for love than a home or a car.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, there is.
I think it's fascinating.
So there are billions of people right now looking for love in all the wrong places. Is that week?
There's a song about that.
Looking for love in all the wrong places.
Kenny Rogers.
But the thing about it is, and I feel sorry for them because they're doomed unless it's almost like it's okay to link up with a third party who's going to sit you down, crack you open, understand what makes you tick, physically, sexually, all of this, spiritually, romantically, politically, all of that. What makes you tick? How you are wired, your DNA, your what your deal breakers, your must-haves, the things you can compromise on, and they're going to find as best as you can that person where it does kind of match up, right? And so that is more likely to succeed than.
Well, you and I get that because we're team leaders. We lead other agents on our team.
Personality types,
and
yeah.
so
you know what I always say?
Part of it is diving deep with the customer.
But I always say this, that like, and you'll attest to this. Running a team is a lot more work than raising children, right? So my children were not that much work at all. Yeah. God bless them. So,
but I mean, and you probably still struggle with the same things I do, like getting your team to go deep with a client so you really understand why they're there.
Needs analysis.
And put people first. It's the same
Figure
thing
out
in the
why.
dating arena.
Why are you moving? Yeah. And who else will be involved in this journey?
At your core. Yeah, at your core. Why
That's
are we here?
exactly what it is. You're right.
Yeah.
It's a discovery and the needs analysis.
Yeah. That's why you and I get that so easily.
Yep. 45 minutes in. Time flies.
So, any dating stories you want to share?
No.
No, one big train wreck? Could be a long time ago.
I don't. See, I'm unlike you. I don't date. I mean, not that I don't want to, right? It's just, I know it's terrible. It's just, listen, it's sun up, sun down. It's Friday, and then every Friday
I've been
again.
Thinking about that a lot, and I think at this stage,
I have to make time for myself. I do.
I think at this stage of my life, a friend with benefit would be fine. That would be just right where I need to be, because I don't want to. I don't
looking
want
for auditions right here in the Live, Love, and Loss.
No, I'm picky. You know
Bachelor
that.
number 19.
You said it. Shut up. I'm picky.
Yeah. What are you working with? Yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
Well,
yeah.
females have needs just as much as dudes.
Okay.
So.
Probably more so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
So okay, so I like this. I like the red flag, green flag type of thing. So tell me about some of your red flags.
Well,
Yep.
We've talked about that a little bit, but some of the red flags are on the show. We have talked about it. If they're too clingy right away, or love bombing you right away.
Yeah.
Or if they are not interested enough, like there's got to be that weird little balance in the middle. So that's the red flag. Which the opposite of that, the green flag is they're engaging, but not overzealous.
That's the whole matchmaking thing, because like love language is a real thing, whether you even know what that means or not. But like, so for example, like for me, a red flag is if, I'm pretty affectionate, right? I'm an Aries, I'm affectionate, and if the other person's not, it's probably definitely going to be a deal breaker.
Is that your one and only?
My love language?
Yeah.
No, I like the acts of service.
Yeah, that's mine. It's number one for me.
And the affection, right? So words don't mean anything without the actions.
Got it.
Words are just words, right? So those are it, right? Because that's the thing. You want to be appreciated, right? It's not like you need that, but you are human. Like team leader is a thankless job. So we don't necessarily need someone to plug us in, because we're plugged in all the time. And we lead others. They follow. We motivate others. They follow, but it's reciprocal. So you really are in a better position when you have some of the reciprocity back, right? You feed off of that energy. Energy is
because you give, and then your cup gets empty.
Everybody has energy. It's just what kind of energy do they have? Do they have good energy or bad energy?
Yeah, that's
well said. Do
they
light up the room or suck the life out of it?
That's well said.
Yeah. Or when you see the name on the phone, like, oh, fuck.
That's a
right?
no.
So, yeah, or like you just can't wait, right? So
the green flags for me is, are they fun?
Yep, that's a green flag for sure.
Can they pay their own bills and do their own thing, right? Because I'm not looking to be anybody's sugar mama.
Yep.
Are they a real estate agent?
Yeah, that's a red flag for me.
No, but we talked about that. Yeah.
We did. And it's okay for you. It's not okay for me. Like
you think that.
I swipe whatever direction is a no for anybody in the industry.
You have a lot more options than the average gal. So
now, is it all of real estate agents, or is it like residential or commercial?
No, I don't.
Because I have a friend who.
After the recent episode, I'm going to say no to commercial too.
How
I was
about
thinking
FBI,
maybe.
female body inspector? How about an inspector, appraiser?
No.
How about a good old title guy?
Nope. I think if they're in the industry, it's a hard no for me, because you don't poo poo in a kitchen.
So if they have a home, are they out?
What do you mean?
Well, real estate, home, I mean, it affects everybody.
Do they have to have a home?
You looking for the hot bum in the corner? I mean,
No, but they got to have their own place. Like, I'm
Okay.
not, if we
but you
decide
can't
to
have
get,
now you're cherry picking.
No,
like you said,
no.
nothing real estate related. Well, okay, if you own a home, you're out.
no, they have to have a
If you
house.
live at home with your mommy,
That's
then
a hard no.
bring it on.
No, it's a hard no.
Okay, but you cannot. You've got to branch out a little bit, right?
What are you
can't be-
saying?
You can't be so, with the blinders and no real estate. You can't.
That's like 22,000 people in Tampa that you're
I
out.
don't
Yeah.
care. There's others that are
Okay.
not that.
All right.
I told you about the guy that was a real estate agent that like kind of like disappeared and then came back and asked me out, and I finally said yes, and then he canceled at the last minute and said, "Oh, I have to work." Did I tell you that?
Yeah. No. Maybe.
Yeah, he was like,
Is that the reason why? He had one opportunity, one shot.
He had one shot.
I gave him a second one and he blew it, so I'm
Mom's spaghetti.
blocked.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay.
He told me, I said, I'm not in real estate anymore. Did I tell you that?
Oh.
I told him I don't date real estate agents.
So
He said,
you're
I'm not in
saying
real
there's a
estate anymore.
chance.
No.
No. I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
Dumb and
I
Dumber
don't.
reference.
Again, you shouldn't poo-poo where you eat, right? So
Totally disagree. 1,000%. We'll
I
never
know.
see eye to eye
Yeah,
there.
but that's because you dated someone that was on your team. So of course you think it's
there
okay.
are many successful relationships where they met their spouse, significant other at the place of employment.
See,
now,
from-
many. I mean, more so
Perhaps,
probably
yes.
lots.
It'll probably be the story where I change my mind because that's literally my story. But right now,
Because you're going to run out of options. The well's going to run dry.
I hope
and that
I hope
widow's
Mr.
fire is
Wonderful
still
walks
brewing.
past
I'm not
you
going to
one
run out
day.
of options. Like I've got 30-year-old guys chasing me. I
There
don't
you
think I'm
go.
going to run out of options.
Give me the sound effect again.
Not that I'm going to hang out with them because I'm not.
Why not?
Because my oldest is 31.
Give it
That's
a
why
ride.
I said no.
Take it out for a test drive. There you go.
No.
You know you want to.
Is it? I want to, but I'm not going to.
Eventually.
One is very different than
She
I'm
will
going
go,
to
"I
act on.
want to." That's just a drink away.
No. Take a lot more than a drink.
Okay, 2. Make it a double.
More than 2.
Okay.
I'm the female of the group that's the
You're a good
babysitter
time,
when
I
all
can
my
tell.
girls are drinking. I'm
You
the
would
one
make
that.
a wonderful wing woman. I think we should
Oh,
take the
yeah.
show to the road,
Yeah,
actually.
I would be fun. Oh,
Yes.
one of
Just
our
don't
people in the studio.
blindside
She
me. At
knows.
least
I
give me
won't.
an opportunity.
Don't.
like, what do
Whatever
think?
you do not try to like
Hook you up?
create a date for me. I
I
will
would
fucking
never.
lose it.
I would
Don't. Okay,
never.
good.
I don't need, no.
That's
You-
how that other whole
You're
situationship
good on
happened.
your own. They
Yeah.
can figure that out.
Don't do
Yeah.
it. I'll let you
I'm
know. I'll give you a
sexy
little.
and I
If
know
I wanna.
Yeah. Well, that would
do
be
it.
fun, actually.
I think it would be fun.
Yeah.
But I'm running out of time, so we're gonna have to do it in November.
You know what's a good time, is they have these karaoke rooms where you can get your own private room.
Oh, I hate karaoke.
No, but everybody's awful, so it's a fun time.
No.
It is
I
the
joke
best
around
time
and say
ever.
I do talk radio
you need
for a reason.
You need to have a few drinks in you, huh?
I joke around
No,
and say I do
it's
talk
so
radio for a
fun.
reason.
It's great. We should do it. We should do it sometime.
I don't sing. You won't get a tune
Nobody does. That's why it's fucking karaoke. Nobody does. We all suck equally, but it's fun. I'm actually pretty good at karaoke.
Can we go shoot pool or do something else? Because I don't want to do karaoke.
Well, there's pool there normally too. Darts
Okay,
and pool,
let's do that.
alcohol.
yeah. Or go dancing.
But
Do you know how to dance?
I know how to bailar. Yes,
You know how to what?
bailar,
What's bailar?
dance in Spanish.
You do? You know how to Spanish dance?
Yeah.
So you can salsa, you can
salsa,
merengue, you can cha-cha?
merengue, cha-cha.
You can?
Yeah.
All right, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
I don't line dance though.
I can teach you to do that if you want
Yeah.
to. But I can Latin dance. We'll do
I know
that.
how to dirty dance. That's what I do.
No, you're not doing that on me, but we're
No, I
going
didn't say we
to.
did
Okay,
that.
good.
Yeah, we got a show to do. Come on. That
That's
could
right.
Get
That
awkward.
was a great movie.
Okay, it
No,
was.
But we can.
Patrick Swayze, rest in
yeah,
power.
I'll find you a little hottie you can dirty dance with. How's that?
Deal. Done.
Okay, we'll do it.
Say less.
And I'll tell you a hot Latin guy that I like, and you can, just don't try to give him my number without my permission.
I won't. El Fuego.
All right, I think that's a wrap. This is the whole show. We didn't get into
Yeah.
enough red flags or
And
green
you guys
flags.
thought,
but
oh, we'll just stay 15 minutes, and it's like been like this, right?
follow your gut.
She's like, episode number 2.
They're like, we're not leaving. We're staying.
No, this,
They're like
yeah,
stovetop
we didn't
stuffing.
Get started yet. Yeah. Okay. So we talked about absolutely nothing and everything at the same time.
No, we talked about some red flags and green flags, and I think the gut instinct, you got to follow that.
No,
Like,
that's
if it's telling you
huge.
something,
But
don't ignore
I
it.
also want to say that you have to just get back out there and don't look for perfection. Don't
Yeah.
look to try to replace what you've lost because you never will. So you got to get out there and you got to fail forward.
So I got to thank you from you because I have to tell you, it was something you said somewhere on the show that made up my mind. It's just a date. So
Thank you.
that's just a date. Like every time I say yes, it's just a date.
You know what? A bad
That's what I
date's
tell
better
myself.
than no date.
I hear
because
Jason say it's just a date.
That's it. A bad date's better than no date. Just like a bad lead's better than no lead.
I don't know that a bad date's better than no date.
It absolutely is. You know why? Because you learn from the bad date. You know what to look for. You get the practice out of the way. You can be a good date. They can be a horrible date. But at least you know you can make adjustments. You can make tweaks. And the fact that you got on the bike, and you just pedaled, that's victory right there.
It is. So if you are a widow or a widower, hear this.
Fail forward.
It's just a date.
Date badly.
Go. It's just a date.
Yeah.
It'll
You'll
help.
find love eventually.
Maybe, maybe not, but it's just a date.
Yeah. Have fun on the ride.
All right.
All right.
This is Live,
Love.
and Loss.
See you next time.